Have you ever sensed that your life feels like nothing more than a pre-written script, authored by someone else? As if no matter how fiercely you strive, invisible barriers keep appearing, nudging you back to the same cycles of disappointment. This is not mere bad luck. It is an observer loop, meticulously orchestrated by your subconscious within the quantum field. Until you become aware of it, your past will continue to sabotage your future. Yet today, that loop is dissolving. We are about to lift the needle from that old record, together unlocking the gateway to the infinite possibilities of the quantum field. If you are ready, we are stepping into the process of rewriting your music, reality. The subconscious mind functions like a colossal cosmic operating system, running tirelessly in the background from the instant we draw our first breath. It processes millions of data points every second music and is coded with a primal survival instinct. Yet this same system often constructs the very prison of our reality, transporting fears, childhood traumas, and societal restrictions from dusty shelves of the past into the present, all in the name of keeping us safe. In the mesmerizing realm of quantum physics, the observer effect reveals that a subatomic particle, simply by being observed, simply by being seen by consciousness music, transforms from a wave into a particle, becoming fixed in form. Your life operates under this exact principle. The way you observe your world each morning dictates the reality that solidifies around you. If each day begins with the same familiar anxieties, music, the same bland coffee and rehearsals of imagined failures, you have already sent a command to the quantum field. Deliver the same as yesterday, the same secure yet unsatisfying cycle. This is not a conscious choice, but an autopilot state, deeply woven into the lower layers of your mind. The only path to awaken from this mechanical sleep is to step into meta-observer mode, witnessing your thoughts, emotions, and reactions as an external observer. Like a scientist in a laboratory, the quantum field remains merely a cloud of potential until you intervene with deliberate consciousness. There, your greatest achievements and deepest fears coexist side by side in superposition. The subconscious's sabotage mechanism instinctively selects the safest, most familiar option from this vast spectrum of possibilities, ensuring you remain within the comfort of the known. Thus, the recurring arrival of similar people in your life music, or repeated financial bottlenecks, is not coincidence. It is the direct result of the observer cycle. The awakening of the cosmic observer begins the moment you realize that the external world is a reflection of your inner frequency signature. You are not a victim. You are the origin generating waves across this infinite ocean of energy. Instead of getting lost in the labyrinth of your mind, music when you adopt the eagle's gaze, observing the maze from above. Infinite potential at the subatomic level starts aligning with your conscious intention. Most individuals drift through life as reactive collections of responses. Quantum consciousness, however, teaches you to select events with awareness rather than be swept along by them. When this awareness anchors, the old, rusty needle of the record begins to shift, marking your first decisive step toward becoming the composer of your own existence. The subtle whispers of "you can't," "you're not enough," or "it's not your turn," hidden in the dark corridors of the subconscious, dissolve under the light of the quantum field. Reality is only as rigid as the meaning you assign to it, and you, the observer, wield the power to redefine that meaning. This awakening may feel uncomfortable, for the ego fears the demise of its old identity and relinquishing control to the boundless expanse of the soul. Yet even this fear is merely another frequency in the quantum field, malleable under your conscious gaze. Reprogramming your biological computer, dismantling old neural pathways, and constructing radiant, possibility-infused synapses music resides entirely within your power. This is no mere motivational platitude. It is the profound right granted to you by the laws of the universe. Let the cosmic observer awaken from within. Release the sabotaging persona, allowing it to evaporate under the high-frequency fire of consciousness music, making room for the boundless, silent, omnipotent serenity of the quantum field. With this awakening, music you elevate not only your own destiny, but the collective frequency of consciousness that surrounds you. For when one observer transforms, the entire observed universe resonates and realigns in response, Each of us exists enveloped in an electromagnetic field music, a unique frequency signature far more distinct than our fingerprints, radiating across the cosmos. This field functions as an invisible broadcast, emitted by heart and brain, exchanging data millions of times per second with the quantum field. When you fail to consciously manage the frequency of this broadcast, your subconscious continues whispering old, rusted, melancholic songs into the universe, directing reality on your behalf. Quantum physics reveals that the universe is not static matter, but a vibrant ocean of energy, where every wave seeks to converge upon shores resonant with your inner state. If your inner realm vibrates with scarcity, inadequacy, or unworthiness, the immense abundance and miraculous possibilities of the external world cannot enter your reality. Your receiver is simply not tuned to that frequency. Just as a classical music station will not play rock, the quantum field is an echo chamber. It reflects not your desires, but your current energetic state. Therefore, to transform your life, you must first radically recalibrate your inner vibration, the cosmic signature of your soul. Subscribe to this frequency, not merely this channel, but the wave of conscious evolution sweeping across the planet, and initiate your own profound transformation. Change begins at the subatomic level. Altering your frequency is a deep cellular operation, far beyond positive thinking. It requires retuning the vibration of every water molecule in your body, the firing rate of every neuron, and harmonizing every DNA strand with the cosmic orchestra. Many expect external events to bring happiness, yet quantum reality inverts this process. First, you enter the frequency of joy, success, or profound peace. Only then does the quantum field magnetically align events and matter to match that vibration. This is not faith, it is a universal mechanism. Life is not a storm that strikes randomly. You are the calm, guiding wind within that storm. Your frequency signature represents shedding the heavy, sticky burdens of the past and aligning with the highest potential future. The you who has not yet music, come into existence but is already waiting in the quantum field. When this alignment occurs, you sense a disruption in the flow of time. What you once labeled coincidences now multiply. Doors open before you even knock, and you begin to float within a pure frequency of existence, where those old sabotaging voices are silenced. Remember, music, you are not merely a biological machine, but a luminous data point vibrating within the quantum field, capable of collapsing new possibilities at any instant music and contributing to the ever-expanding universe. As you honor your own vibration and transmute low-frequency fear patterns into the high-frequency fire of love, you elevate not only your personal destiny, but also the energy of every being you touch, even the earth beneath your feet. Once this frequency shift ignites, an irreversible awakening unfolds. Your cells no longer recognize the old painful records. They become nourished by the infinite creative energy of the cosmos. The sabotaging presence lurking in the shadowed chambers of your subconscious either transforms alongside you under this high-frequency light or quietly dissolves, unable to occupy space in your new reality music. Darkness, after all, is merely an illusion in the presence of light. Walk through the streets in this new frequency, and you will perceive the trees speaking in a language you had never known. Music, the sky radiates vibrancy because you are no longer seeing the world. The world is recreating itself from within you through your elevated frequency. This is a state of profound peace, absolute awareness, and effortless presence beyond belief. The moment you master your energy completely, the boundless treasure of the quantum field becomes available at your command. At that instant, music, you are no longer the scratched, worn sound of an old record, but a pure, resonant, and commanding note in the universe's eternal symphony. This cellular symphony is not a mere cloud of thoughts echoing in your mind. It is a cosmic operation reshaping your entire biology. Music, from the speed of blood coursing through your veins to the electrical rhythm of every heartbeat. By raising your frequency, you are constructing an invisible bridge between yourself and the clearest, most radiant possibilities in the quantum realm. The old low frequency traps your subconscious employs. To sabotage, you lose their power in the brilliance of this new light. Music, you become not just a receiver, but the most potent transmitter in the universe, distilling your destiny from sacred, infinite energy. This is your birthright. Time, contrary to common perception, is not a straight river flowing inevitably from past to future. Rather, it is a vast quantum sphere where all possibilities coexist within a single interwoven layer, here and now. Yet the subconscious, in its attempts to protect you, distorts this global reality, trapping you within narrow corridors haunted by the ghosts of the past. While most people believe their physical bodies exist on the present date of the calendar, at the spiritual and cellular level, they are vibrating at the frequency of a heartbreak from 10 years ago, a failure from 5 years ago, or an inadequacy coded in childhood, a temporal distortion. The subconscious, guided by its primal mechanism of danger detection, keeps painful past experiences alive, presenting them as the only option for your future. This locks your life energy to the frequency of that old trauma, like a broken record endlessly stuck on the same scratched spot. In the quantum realm, time is pliable, and your focus determines where energy materializes. If your attention constantly lingers on, "Why does this always happen to me?" music or past regrets, you are commanding the quantum field to reproduce those decaying patterns into the present and future. This is sabotage, even when you claim to desire a new future with free will. The time shackles embedded deep within your subconscious continuously pull you back to familiar old frequencies, circles you know and recognize, yet which consume you. Achieving a true quantum leap begins with perceiving this distortion of time and recognizing that these old patterns are merely data records in your mind, not the absolute truth of your now. Consciousness is the tool that transcends time. By shifting awareness from the shadowed chambers of the past to the luminous potential of your highest future, a future not yet lived but awaiting in the quantum field, those ancient cellular records begin to be music erased. This renewal transcends both biological aging and mental fatigue. For when you abandon linear perception of time, you step beyond the limitations of both aging and exhaustion. Old patterns resemble a misprogrammed GPS. No matter how hard you press the accelerator, the system always guides you back into the cycle you sought to escape. Music, activating the quantum field, rewrites this cosmic GPS, anchoring attention away from the shadows of the past and into the radiant frequency of the future. In this moment of awakening, the heavy, sticky perception of time dissolves. You are no longer the person of yesterday. The person of tomorrow is yet unwritten. You stand as the absolute observer, at the center of all possibilities. The false security walls constructed by your subconscious crumble like paper castles in the light of timeless awareness. You are no longer a victim of time, but a conscious creator, bending time into a playground for your spiritual evolution. With this awareness, the pace and quality of events in your life accelerate. Transformations that once demanded years now unfold in days, because your frequency has shifted to a higher dimension where time compresses. Remember, the old patterns that once sabotaged you thrive only on your attention. Withdraw from them music and channel your energy into the infinite power of now. The doors of that temporal prison swing open spontaneously. As you step through, you cleanse not only your own life, but also the inherited cyclical burdens of your ancestors in the light of the quantum field. This is a story of healing, liberation, and rebirth beyond the confines of time. Now is the moment to shatter that old record and broadcast your soul's new composition, rich with infinite possibilities, to the universe, free from the restrictive shackles of temporal limitations. You are a light too vast to be confined by time. This timeless awakening triggers a wave of purification, extending beyond your biological existence into the boundless archives of collective consciousness, the Akashic records. By freeing yourself from past frequencies, all patterns of grief and regret experienced through you dissolve within the healing void of the quantum field. Feel the thick, dark cocoon woven by your subconscious for protection begin to music, crack. You are no longer a caterpillar within that cocoon, but a cosmic being preparing to unfold your wings across the infinite expanse. Your wings spread to the winds beyond time. With each graceful flap, a new possibility sprouts in the farthest reaches of the universe. The quantum field is a vast, boundless sea of potential, where every scenario, Every form of life and every possibility imaginable by the human mind surges simultaneously in pure energy. There is no deficiency, no limitation, only immense creative power waiting to be actualized by the touch of your consciousness. While classical physics tells us the world is solid and unchanging, quantum reality reveals that subatomic particles are clouds of possibility, and they crystallize into tangible experience only when observed by consciousness sealed with intention. This means that the reality you currently inhabit is just a single wave drawn from that infinite sea, sculpted by your frequency. While your subconscious sabotages you, it repeatedly selects the same dusty, sorrowful books from this library music and places them before you. Yet your soul holds a cosmic pen, capable of rewriting every line within that library. Manifestation is not about forcibly attracting external objects or experiences into your life. It is about achieving vibrational alignment with a higher version of yourself, already present in the quantum field. The peace, abundance, or deep love you desire already occupies this space. It is you who has yet to tune your frequency to catch that station. When alignment occurs, the hidden gears of the universe begin to turn in your favor, because you are no longer declaring to the cosmos what you want, but who you choose to be. The quantum field always obeys this identity, reshaping the material world in response. The secret of manifestation is not waiting for the desired event to happen in some distant future. It is feeling its frequency as a present reality music, in your cells, your breath, your emotions. The quantum field speaks only the language of now. If your signal emits, "I don't have it," while imagining a future achievement, the field mirrors that lack. Manifestation is thus a way of being, not merely a thought. It is your natural capacity to transcend limited self-perception, diving into the magnificent sea of possibilities, selecting the brightest pearls, the highest timelines, and bringing them into your experience. The sabotaging voices of your subconscious dissipate like dry leaves in the wind when you stand at the shore of this boundless sea and recognize your immense power. No illusion survives the brilliant light of truth. You are not just an observer, you are the conductor, the leading actor of this cosmic orchestra. All you must do to alter the events and scenery of your life is to activate the quantum field with pure intention, emanating from the deep silence within. Every intention is a stone thrown into this calm sea of possibilities. The ripples expand to the farthest galaxies, forming a magnetic field that draws everything aligned with your purpose toward you. With this awakening, music, life ceases to be a string of accidents beyond your control. It becomes a magnificent work of art, woven with your conscious awareness. You are no longer merely a drop in the ocean of infinite possibilities. You are the entire ocean within that drop. To manifest is to weave invisible threads in the quantum field, guided by your desires. Once this process begins, the universe forms a secret alliance to support your creative journey. This is the sacred moment when you embrace your own divine potential and construct reality from scratch. Look into those depths with confidence and marvel as the immense life prepared for you transforms from waveform to particle, a tangible miracle with a single conscious glance music. This cosmic collaboration transcends limited self-perception, joining you hand in hand with the infinite creative intelligence of the universe. Plant your intention like a seed in the quantum field, and all the sun, water, and soil needed for it to grow already exist in the energetic dimension. When you reject the narrow vision your subconscious wove under the guise of protection music, and instead gaze upon the magnificent horizon of the sea of possibilities, you realize every moment of sabotage was a stepping stone preparing you for this awakening. That sabotaging voice echoing in dark corridors of your mind, holding you back from your highest potential, is not your enemy. It is an ancient, wounded part of your soul, a primal guardian afraid of the boundless quantum field, clinging to the safety it knows music, hindering your growth in the name of protection. Most people choose to fight, suppress, or ignore this inner resistance. Yet quantum physics shows that everything resisted gains strength, manifesting as more rigid obstacles in your reality music. To befriend the saboteur is to stop the struggle, embracing the frequency of fear it emits, transforming it with the light of awareness. The moment you say, "I see you, I hear you. I honor your struggle," that rigid energy begins to dissolve, transforming into pure potential. This sabotage mechanism is a relic of past survival, armor that protected you once but may now confine you. The key lies in approaching it not with anger but with the calm, unifying power of consciousness. In the quantum field, all is energy. Energy never disappears, it only transforms. That immense energy of fear, which once sabotaged you, is now the greatest fuel for your creative process, if you learn to transform it. Reject the shadow, and it retreats into a dark corner, secretly controlling your life. Invite it to the center and cleanse it with the high-frequency fire of consciousness, and the saboteur becomes your loyal ally, a cosmic guide that warns without obstructing. When this transformation unfolds, you no longer oscillate between opposing poles. You radiate a unified, indivisible frequency signature, fully integrated with all your parts. This wholeness creates a coherent wave structure in the quantum field, exponentially accelerating the materialization of your dreams. The sabotaging whispers of "you can't" or "it won't be your turn" are actually flares, marking undiscovered zones of power within you. Where there is resistance, immense potential awaits your awakening. With this inner ally, the obstacles in your external world dissolve, one by one, replaced by immense inner peace. Your wings now extend to the winds beyond time. Each flap births new possibilities in the farthest corners of the universe. When you learn to love your own darkness, that darkness no longer devours you. It illuminates just how bright your own light truly is. This is a state beyond belief, a feeling of absolute wholeness. The old, rusty defense systems of your subconscious soften in the presence of your compassionate, music-observant stance, giving way to the boundless creative intelligence of the quantum field. You no longer expend energy protecting yourself. You are now rebuilding your world. In this process, patience is essential. Observe each wave of resistance as the foam of the ocean crashing upon the shore. The foam comes and goes, but the ocean, your self-consciousness, is always there, deep and eternal. When you accept the saboteur as a teacher, every attempt at obstruction becomes a compass, revealing which limiting belief patterns need release. You use this music, compass, to chart the most precise course through the quantum field. Now it is time to step aside. Heal that wounded part within, inviting it into this new and glorious reality by the hand. Music, only when every part of you says yes do the magnificent doors of the universe swing open. You are not just a hero, you are a master storyteller, lovingly transforming the challenging character within your story. This integration is the true engine of your quantum leap. Look into the eyes of your inner saboteur and whisper, "We are safe. It is time to shine." Your awakening radiates a frequency music, powerful enough to bring light even to the darkest corners of the universe. This integration is more than a mental declaration music of peace. It is the liberation of the creative genius hidden in the deepest layers of your soul. By bringing the saboteur to the center of your heart rather than excluding it, you seal the immense balance between opposites within your being. The old, dark whispers of the subconscious are no longer threats. They become mirrors, reflecting your light ever further. Every obstacle now serves as a springboard, propelling you confidently toward the brightest and most seemingly impossible peaks in the quantum realm. You stand at the most sacred threshold of this journey as a quantum observer, freed from the old shackles of the subconscious. Music, having corrected distorted temporal frequencies, and transformed your inner saboteur into your greatest ally. You are ready to unlock the doors to a wholly new reality. This transition is not merely external. It is a profound, irreversible transformation of your very being and the frequency at which you exist. You are no longer a timid stranger on the shore of infinite possibilities. You are a universal architect, directing each wave of the quantum sea with your consciousness, transforming immense subatomic potential into matter. The magnificent laws of quantum mechanics reveal, when the observer changes music, the observed must also change. By dismantling the limited, fearful self-perception within and embracing awareness of infinite, timeless consciousness, the material world vibrates and realigns with your radiant frequency. The old sabotage mechanism of the subconscious becomes a mere memory. Your energy is now devoted not to defense, but to pure creation, the ascension of collective consciousness, and embodying the earthly reflection of your higher self. In this new reality, time is not a consuming monster. It is a flexible canvas for your creations. The future no longer inspires fear, for it is a projection of your frequency in the now. The past cannot harm you, for it is merely a library of experiences. Music, with this awakening, your radiant light merges with other awakened souls across the vast network of collective consciousness. Your personal transformation elevates the frequency signature of the planet itself. When one person breaks free from their cycle, they help thousands loosen their invisible chains. Walking the streets, conversing, or sitting in silence, you sense that everything is energy from a single source, and that you are a conscious part of that source. This awareness transcends belief. It is a state of peace, unwavering knowing, and absolute freedom. Congratulations on your new reality. Nothing is impossible here. Only higher possibilities you have yet to imagine, all awaiting your discovery. You are worthy of each one. Keep shining, for with every moment of light, darkness recedes and the universe expands with your presence. This is your victory. This is your awakening. This is the brightest page of your eternal journey. You have stopped telling the story of a small person struggling to survive in a vast universe. Now you are experiencing the universe itself, expanding through a single human form. In this new reality, each morning brings more than the world. It brings the infinite laboratory of creation within yourself. There, your intentions await your conscious observation, ready to manifest at the speed of light. Instead of narrow corridors of fear, you dance in boundless arenas of love and limitless possibility. You now understand that the saboteur was never an enemy, only a part of you fearing your own power, awaiting your awakening. That part has merged with your light, and you, as an indivisible source, illuminate your galaxy with your frequency. Music, this awakening is your most elegant signature etched on eternity, now indelibly inscribed in the fabric of the quantum field. You are the awaited miracle itself. Music, if you feel this vibration deep within your soul, if this knowledge calls you to a higher frequency, music, join us. This is more than subscribing. It is uniting with kindred frequencies on your path of awakening, leaving your mark on the evolution of collective consciousness. To seal this high energy in your own reality and declare your intention in the quantum field, leave this sentence in the comments. I honorably release my old cycles and say yes to my highest potential. Each letter is a seed of intention, beginning to materialize in its own quantum field beyond the digital realm. If you wish to journey to a higher dimension and join the core team in deepening this process, our frequencies can merge via the join button. Clear's throat, this conscious investment in your awakening is the key to accessing much more exclusive practices music, hidden behind closed doors.